What is happening, people? United Central back with another video. 51st podcast, guys. And a special announcement. Before I shake your hands, this video is sponsored by the One Football app, guys. Come on, Come on, man. The levels have changed, you get me? The levels have changed.
Straightjacket got sponsor.
Straightjacket talk. You know what, man? We might have to call it the Straightjacket podcast. You know what? The Straightjacket podcast, you get me? This video is sponsored, and this podcast is sponsored by the One Football app. If you haven't already, Aaron's got his already locked in, you get me? The app's running wild, in it. Get the stats, the latest news, the latest, you know what I mean, news about United so-called transfers and whatnot. Neil Ashton on there, you never know, he might be doing his business on there. But guys, download the link will be in the description below. And yeah, man, One Football app, here we come, man. Thanks for the sponsorship. But Nuruddin, pleasure, how's it going, man? The flat's looking, you know what? That is
how's it going? I'm happy, you know what? It is absolutely Comedy FC, mate.
Comedy FC, man.
Comedy FC.
What more did you think it was, eh?
You know what? Absolutely. It's not even a banter anymore. We're Comedy F Central FC, mate.
Subscriptions and everything now, aren't we?
We should get our own channel.
Yo,
I'm telling you, man.
United should get their own TV channel.
Aaron, what's happening, bro?
All good, man.
on terrestrial television, mate.
Yeah.
Should be 24-hour like the news, mate. That's what it should be. 24-hour Man United news cycle, mate.
Tell you, man.
Comedy of errors.
Heard you facing a sack on career mode. What's happening, man? Are you on there?
Anyone that's following me on my channel, you know.
Yo, it's funny, man.
Bro,
I can't believe thinking I said to you, I don't want the deal. Igalo, what's his name, man?
Iñaki.
The first
time I approached them, they were like, nah. Sancho as well refused.
Wow.
But yeah, anyone that follows me knows I've had a bad start to the season. I lost against Chelsea. I drew against Wolves. I lost against Palace.
That sounds like Man United.
Someone in the comments
Aaron's at the wheel.
Someone in the comments said, yo, you're having the worst start to the season than Ollie. Aaron out.
Shout out to you guys, man. Yo, Aaron, man, it's been a boring 2 weeks. Let's face it, man. It's been boring but the fact is, we've had a rest, mate.
That was
how's your mental state and how's your kind of a relaxation mode?
I wanted to release like stuff, but I said, you know what? I'm just gonna relax, man. Because we need it, man. We needed it after what happened in this first part of the season. Let's say ups and downs, a lot of rants, and you know, Nuruddin
lost it.
Crazy, lost it when we drew against Wolves, and I think it was needed. The break was needed. I think not just for the players, but for the fans as well. They could, you know, focus on other stuff and just do whatever they wanted, and before the season gets back on.
Yeah.
So it was nice to just like relax and do something else.
Well, do something else, man. I lost my bearings, man, you know what I mean? I'm thinking, but then again, it can't be worse than watching United in a minute. That was, for me, the children, Sonny Marbella, was it? Or something like that, you know what I mean? Playing top bins and all that, like that rant says, yo, man, what is going on, man? Like,
Phil Jones scoring half volleys.
Phil Jones scoring, you never know, man. It could be the Ballon d'Or winner soon, like.
Wow.
You know when they posted that, I was like, wow,
Come
really?
on, man. They're reaching new levels of desperation now.
So Man United, other clubs sign people that can actually do the job and actually do things structurally. We sign a PR guy to make everything look shiny. To even, you know what I mean? I can imagine it must have been the 20th cross that he got one volley in. You know what I mean? And the guy who's a professional footballer, there must have been 20 goals for him to be able to, to be able to get one volley in. But regardless of that, man, we are absolutely embarrassing.
Even when I play, we're embarrassing.
We are a laughing stock.
On and off the
laughing
pitch.
stock
Crazy,
FC,
man.
mate. Laughing stock. And you know the crazy thing about it? I love the fans. I love the fans, and I love the good nature of our fans.
Yeah.
But half of them are falling for this. Some of our fans are falling for this. Neil Ashton. I'm telling you, on Twitter, on my timeline, all I can see is people with prayer, like, you know, emojis.
I'm one of them, man. I'm one of them.
Sancho. I'm like, are you kidding?
It could be happening, man. There's strong rumours loaded. It could be happening. He's at Brentford Stadium. Apparently, it's been saying, I want to go back to the Premier League. Pochettino could be happening.
Even if he comes, what is he going to fix? With Neil Ashton, more crosses for Jones to volley. More videos of that. What are you talking about?
What about the footballing side, though? We've always talked about the footballing side. What can Pochettino improve in the footballing side?
What can football do on the footballing side? make substitutions of it is 75 minutes.
No, I'm not.
You listen, I told you that hair, innit? You know, your hairline. When Poch comes, your hairline is exceeding me. Don't talk to me about anything.
It already is right. No one will play bad football.
Ollie, you think Ollie's exceeding your hairline? Poch is coming to destroy it, mate. Don't even get me started. Without players. No, I'm not disrespecting nothing, mate. Without players, Man United ain't moving jack nowhere.
Respect his pedigree. Respect his pedigree, though.
I'm gonna have to disagree with you.
Man United are not gonna move anywhere without getting quality. It's all about quality. And mark my words, I'll come back to the 52 or 53 podcast.
51st.
51st. I'll come back to this. Those of you in the comments know what I'm talking about. I'll come back and I'll quote this to you. In a year's time, when we're abysmal and getting smashed again. The thing what I don't know about Poch is that his teams sometimes he'll go on a run, go on unbeaten for 4 or 5 games or 6 games. Next minute, team from nowhere will whack him. His record in the last year and a half,
I get it.
Last season and a half, and they've got better quality than Man United. Player for player, they had a better 11.
Not a better squad, but
they
11,
had a better 11. Who's in that squad? Who could come off the bench? Nobody. Forget about better 11. They've got better 11 and a better squad, even though it wasn't a bigger squad. That's the thing about them. It wasn't a big squad. We've got big squad full of fucking donkey FC, mate. Don't get me started on this, right? Right? But his team had a better. So the idea, you think the football might be better, we might be creating, but about taking L's, we'll be taking L's right, left, and centre. And like I said to you, but and I keep saying it again like a broken record. The day Man United sign a credible, well-respected man knows what he's doing.
Who's out there,
footballing director.
Who's out there?
Wait up, Monty's out there. You know all of them. You know the top 4 sporting directors. Yeah. When that season and a half ago, when Woodward was saying, when Mourinho was still there, and Woodward was saying, this is about 2 years ago almost now, when Mourinho was there, and Woodward was like, we need to get sporting director.
I remember that.
Right? Yeah. 4 of them contacted their representative contacted Man United and said Paul Mitchell's one of them, Mochi's one of them, right? The guy at Lille was one of them.
Campos.
Yes.
Campos,
And who was the other? Was it the German guy? I think Midtjylland, before he went to Arsenal. Mislintat before he went to Arsenal. They were like, we're happy to talk to Manchester United. Most of you don't know, Andy Mitten wrote an article saying there are credible sources that some of the best footballing directors are ready to talk to Man United. You know what he said instead? Patrice Evra, Rio Ferdinand, Darren Fletcher might do. You know why?
Oh, yeah, I remember.
Are you kidding me? So let's not start this, guys. That's the day you'll see me get excited before even any coach or any manager. Because you know what? With a footballing director, you set up the tone of the structure of your style of football. You buy the players, you have a system, you know what managers you get, then you swap the managers for other managers that if they're not doing their job. No, actually, won't be a manager, it'll be a coach. You'll be a coach. That's part of a recruitment team. That's what it would be. I'm sorry to say to you guys, I said it again and again. It's like you getting an absolute shanking, right, and putting a little plaster on when your organs are bleeding.
Remember when those rumours came out and Woodward said we need to get a sporting director, and then they was talking about all these names that you just gave us, Ferdinand and Fletcher. Remember there was talks of having a footballing directors committee and Fletcher being part of it, Ferdinand being the head of it, and then Evra being. And I was like, what are you guys doing?
What qualification have they got?
None.
That's the problem we're at the minute. And
so
at the time, I asked myself the same question. I was like, "Are you serious?"
What do you think Poch will bring us though? Let's be truthful. I know he's talking about structure and all that. I understand the structure bit, but what as a footballing manager and a footballing coach?
I think as a
what can he bring us though?
Not as a footballer, as a coach.
As a coach,
he will bring in a style of play, something which we haven't had since
last years.
Mourinho, and to be fair, Mourinho's style of play, nobody was fan of that, but he had a way of playing and he stuck to that, even though it was to the demise of the club. I think Pochettino will come in with a clear style of play, and I think certain players in our team. Do you know what? At the start of the season, certain players we criticised them a lot. People like Rashford, but looking at him now, obviously he's been one of our best players, if not the best player.
Yeah.
I don't think he's. This is even 50% of what he can do.
No, and that is very.
Imagine if a Pochettino comes in and coaches Rashford, bro. This guy can fly. This guy can be one of the.
You
best
look at his son,
in Europe.
Dele Alli. You know what I mean? And Harry Kane. Yeah. How many players has Pochettino improved? Harry Kane, Dele Alli. You look at Vertonghen. Look at the Alderweireld.
And I want to touch on what you said as well. Like if if you don't bring in players, then there's no point bringing in Pochettino. I believe, obviously, every manager that's come to United, they've been given the money to spend, right?
Yeah.
Solskjaer's done it on the defense. He's done it on James, and he's done it on Bruno Fernandes and Igalo. If Poch comes in, I think he will bring in his players. And look at people say, yeah, but that's the common argument.
Yeah.
He's not won anything. He went to Real Sociedad.
That's a lazy argument.
0 trophies. He went to Southampton. 0 trophies. He went to Tottenham. 0 trophies. But look at the state of those clubs now.
Yeah.
He went to Sociedad, qualified them from the Champions League, and I think remember that qualifying game they played against Lyon, and then Griezmann scored that overhead kick or whatever.
Yeah.
Pochettino, he brought them back to the Champions League, Real Sociedad.
That's it.
Beautiful place, by the way.
Do you know what I mean? So he went to Southampton, brilliant job.
8th position.
Do you know what I mean? That was the highest finish, I think.
Yeah.
Tottenham, Champions League football for four seasons consecutively, and the Champions League final. Tottenham. Like, I don't think people realise that Tottenham Hotspur were in the Champions League final. And that has never happened. Never in the history.
You've got to respect that, Noreen.
Okay. I have to respect that. And you look at the squad he took over at Tottenham. Yeah, people like Kaboo, people like Norton.
Took them all out as well.
People
forgot about Oliver Solskjaer doing a clear out. Look at him. Look at the clear out he did.
Do you know, people like Soldado, bro. He was playing with Soldado, bro. Remember?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So he brought in his players. Adebayo was there as well, shipped them all out, and then brought in step by step his own players.
Yeah.
And I know people are going to take this and say, yeah, but if you say that, then Solskjaer's got to do the same as well. But before Poch brought in his own players, you could see that there was a style there that he wanted to play with, that he wanted his team to play with. So the board went, you know what, we can see what you do. Yeah. Therefore, we'll give you the money and we'll give you the time to bring in your own players. And look what he's done at Tottenham. So I know he's not won anything, but just based on that, he's got my respect. You know what
how lurid can you not see that?
Listen, my argument is this. It doesn't matter, to me, it doesn't matter when Man United are a winning club. Regardless, whatever manager we get, we win anyway, regardless. Yeah. Because Man United got history and culture of winning, right? Yeah. That to me ain't the fuss. The thing is, if Poch comes in without proper structure around him, it's good night Vienna. And I'm telling you now, it's good night. You know why? Yes. Let me tell you something. Let me finish my point. Yeah. Point number one. If he doesn't get proper structure, good night Vienna.
Okay.
Tottenham were almost happy to have him. So when they were going on these abysmal runs of losing 4 or 5 games or 3 games here or there or 3 games or there, they were happy to have him because he was a guy who actually qualified him for the Champions League, right? Mm-hmm. Man United expectations are the fan, because it's not about when Ole comes in. Nobody really expects, other than the first 3 months, will Ole is at the wheel, right?
Yeah.
Poch comes in with everything you said he's done in football. He's got pedigree, right? Yeah. Pedigree of coaching players, playing in the system, right? Coming to Manchester United, the levels of expectation after that, when you come to Man United, at Tottenham, remember, they were happy to have him. They were happy to have him.
Yeah.
The way people are going on, like, they think within a 2 to 3 years, 2 years at least, Man United are going to be challenging for Premier Leagues and stuff like that.
And you know what? It's
not a wrong argument.
It's not a wrong argument, though. You never know, though. What if they were coached properly, though?
Oh my goodness! Can I just finish my point?
No,
you two are living it. I don't know what's happened, boys. I swear to God.
It's time for you to get into reality. It's time for you to reality check. You're the one that's living in the past.
2 weeks of rest, you know what I mean? 2 weeks.
I've been always watching, man. I've always been watching.
I know it's Valentine's Day tomorrow, but trust me, man's like taking Poch to bed, mate, tonight and every night for the past 2 weeks, man.
Listen,
I don't know. You keeping Poch about with you? Has he been out with you? See, going out.
Poch FC, man.
Let me explain to you. Yeah. The pressure of expectation of our fan base is gonna rise because you've got somebody with a pedigree, right? And like I said to you, if the structure ain't around him, when you lose 3 in Manchester United, when you lose three games at Man United, right? Yeah. And you're not no legend of the club, so remember that.
Yeah.
Half of the fans my generation, fans older than me, they're biting their lip. We're all biting our lip because we understand Ole. Not that we should judge him, but it's hard as human beings to not judge Ole, the player that was spent most of his days on a substitutes bench, just had the chance to play with Man United. Talk about Igalo in a minute. We'll talk about Igalo. He's gonna jump to bits to play. Ole got us was that he was just a kid in a sweet shop going, I'm at United, so I'll do anything to stay here. So he's got that. So Poch ain't having any of that. Poch is gonna come in. without having any structure. Ed Woodward, listen, because Ed Woodward, what does he tell you? Ed Woodward has lied to every manager. I might not like Moyes, lied to Moyes. I might not like Van Gaal. And that's a guy I regret. I regret that Van Gaal should not have been sacked, right? Because
that's what Pochettino thrives on. Having a lack of structure, having a lack of, in terms of like money spent. He has worked wonders without money spent. So is it the perfect scenario for Pochettino?
Let me explain it. It suited him. Tottenham were that club. They're not a big club. They're a club that are happy to have you. You're happy to be there. So you're brushing up your CV, not having that money to spend. So you're going to try to get to the next stage.
Yeah.
And the next stage is Man United. And Man United, you expect to get players, have a structure to get what you want so that you can try to win trophies.
I think you can get that. I think you can get that.
Woodward.
No, you know why? You know why? Hear me out. He's given 8 million to Harry Maguire.
Listen, but he's given Harry Maguire. What's happened in the last 2 weeks that sold you? Ed Woodward and the Glazers are gonna back Pochettino or whoever the next manager is.
You know why?
With a structure.
He's giving him money. He's giving him money to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. He's giving 8 million to spend on Harry Maguire. That is Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's reason.
And how much he spent on that? That's the Lukaku money. That's the Lukaku money.
What I'm saying to you is Ole Gunnar Solskjaer.
That's the Lukaku money.
No, but Ole Gunnar Solskjaer.
And they've already come out and they've already that's the Lukaku money that we spent. We let Lukaku go.
Pochettino will use that money wisely though.
What?
He will get. You know what?
Harry Maguire is the guy everybody wanted.
I wanted him, but not 80 million.
Listen,
80 million.
80 million though. They don't want him at 80 million though.
I told you about that guy.
I'm saying though, Pochettino would know what to buy though. In terms of,
it's not about.
He'll buy steals. You know what steal is?
Not steals, but listen, it won't be no steals. Let me explain to you.
How much is that?
The club already come out and said. The club have already come out. Those Dele Alli came 4 seasons ago, where football was still people. You could buy people for a decent amount of money.
But then we bought
now
30 million
the transfer market is gone madness.
We bought Fellaini 30 million.
I know. Listen, that was the beginning of the transfer market going crazy. So let me explain something to you. Let me finish my points. Pochettino, without structure, and Man United is going to be lied to. Because that's the evidence I see.
I don't know.
The evidence I see is that Woodward and the Glazers, without having somebody who can help him there, a footballing director, or somebody who can help him there, without that, he ain't going nowhere. Because it's all about the quality and recruitment. What have Man United struggled with for the past 7-8 years?
Bad managers.
Recruitment.
Bad managers.
No, not bad
managers. We've given the money. We've been given the money.
You don't give money to the guys who you go and
We've had bad managers, not bad recruitment.
What are the top 8 clubs? The top 8 clubs got in common in Europe? They've all got footballing structure. You don't give any donkey, any guy who comes in that you can get sacked in 6 months or you can sack in a year, all the money. You get a guy, a sporting director that works with a guy that knows even if this manager was to get sacked, other players are there to be coached. But you hire coaches. You know what? You don't buy players all of the time. You don't need to buy players all of the time. When you got a footballing director, you don't need to buy expensive players or players all of the time. Your club has to be defined by a structure of a way you're playing. Then you go and pick and choose. And you know what you can do? Like what Juventus do with Motti. What do Juventus do? Juventus look at other teams, scatter around Europe, and you go like that. We ain't paying 80 million for you guys. We ain't. You know what we're going to do? We're going to check out. Get inside knowledge on all the agents, because our sporting director, footballing director, he's got everybody's number on his phone. He's ringing. You know what? Can you tell me that player there? How much of his left in his contract? Oh, 6 months, you say? Oh, a year? Just tell him not to sign, and he'll get a big pay package from us. I've just told you. Pochettino, I would want him to do good. I've always said...
You want him sacked?
Listen, no. I don't want him sacked.
Already.
Listen, I don't.
He hasn't got the job yet.
You know what I want to do? I want to give him the best chance to succeed. Because I actually love him.
There you go then.
I actually like him. I actually like him.
Give him a chance.
Listen, I like him. But without any of that structure around him, Pochettino is going to be held to that. You know the reason why he refused Real Madrid? Because Real Madrid, you know what? Even when you win a trophy, you know what they say?
Yeah, I know.
You know that white handkerchiefs come out like that?
Yeah.
White handkerchiefs come out like that.
That's
so like, you know what? See you later. You can win a double for them. You can win a European Cup for them. If you're not doing, they think you're not doing what you need to be doing. See you later.
Yeah.
I want him to come to me. You know why? Ferguson, he loves Fergie. Pochettino loves Fergie. I went to a dinner and I told both of you about 4 or 5 years ago, 4.5 years ago, I went to a dinner at Hotel Football. Gary Neville is there. I said to Gary Neville, why don't you guys come and be part of Man United's structure? And he said, you know, I haven't got the experience. I said, what coaches do you think that can take us forward? He said, you know, I spent 2 weeks with Pochettino. He said, absolute next levels. He said,
there you go.
You know what? From that day on, if you ask my close personal friends on my WhatsApp groups, I've been saying Poch be the guy. But to me, all of that's done now because it could be Poch, it could be guy off the street, it could be Pep Guardiola, it could be anybody.
Right.
If the help is not there, and if you got a snake, an absolute snake, right, Woodward, right, who can absolutely start playing three-dimensional chess with you, right, throwing you under the bus and then giving you a P45 and then try to make himself look good. Nah, mate, the guy hired it. All you know about Woodward is he hired a guy, a PR propaganda guy.
To stay, though. I already said to stay.
Behave yourself, mate.
I think all of these problems you just brought up, I think Pochettino's aware of them, which is why I believe, obviously, you know, there were rumours that, you know, they had talks with his representatives and whatnot. I believe that's true. And in those talks, I think they might have, you know, this topic might have come up and they said, look, you know, we're aware of the shambles at your club, man. So I'm not coming unless this is sorted or this is sorted and this is sorted. So if he comes, I think he'll bring his people. He'll bring his people. He'll bring in a sporting director and tell Woodward, look, I'm not saying you should, you know, relinquish your power. But what I am saying is I want to bring in a guy that's going to help me scout players properly.
That's it.
You know what I mean, because I don't know if it's actually true. I don't know if a manager could come in and say, I don't want this scouting guy, I want my scouting guy. I don't know if you can do that as a manager, can you?
Yeah, listen, as a manager, you can bring your own team. Listen, it depends if he's a coach or a manager. That's what I'm saying to you. I'm saying to you, Man United for 8 years, 7 to 8 years, since Fergie left, right? It's almost approaching 7 years. Manchester United have been trying to do it the Fergie way. Fergie was the sporting director, Fergie was the footballing director, Fergie was the youth guy, Fergie was the head of recruitment, and now a guy called a banker has come in and made all those footballing decisions. So you can't have that. So what I'm saying to you is that I would want Poch to do well. I would welcome him up in arms if there was a structure. You would not get a bigger guy of a fan of the next manager or the next coach that comes in if there was a structure. No. Do you know why? Do you know why? Because I will know. Even if that guy has to go, we've got a structure. We can retain players. We can excite players. We can get players.
So what's the point of it?
This is what I'm saying. I want Poch to come. I really do. Trust me.
But I'm not here to dance on your parade, boys.
No, I understand you. But if it's for him to come in, and Woodward is still going to make the decisions in terms of signing players, letting players go, renew contracts. If it's him making the decisions, then listen, I prefer for Poch not to come because I don't want him to come and then he's hung out to dry like they're doing with Ollie, even though like in the footballing side of things he's better than Ollie. I wouldn't want him to come to our club and being hung out to dry and then he's having to face the press
Thank you.
So what do you make of what Fred said then?
But if it comes to that point, I think that Poch won't hesitate to call out the board because he's done the same thing with Daniel Levy. He hasn't obviously said it directly, but he was like, listen, we need players.
We need players,
We need players. And he kept saying it and saying it and saying it. And then obviously towards the end of the transfer window, Lo Celso, who was that they bought again? Dombele, and there was a third one I forgot. Do you know what I mean? Like he comes out and says things how they are, obviously in a nice way. Let's say not like Mourinho, which is one of the reasons why I wanted him gone because he was approaching things the wrong way. But I believe if Poch comes and there are still problems at the club, like the sporting director thing, and Wood was still making decisions, he won't hesitate to call him out. He won't.
But calling out is one thing.
I would prefer him to come in and bring his own people. And or if the structure is something in our structure is reshuffled where we can look at it and say, all right, okay, we can give it a chance. Then I want Poch to come in.
So what do you think of what Fred said?
Aaron, I'll even give you this right. Let me even give you this right. If Poch tomorrow has got his guys, right? I'm talking about sporting director, a recruitment guy he can work with, a guy he can work with, and they all can come together as a package. I would say you know what I would say? No word of a lie. I would give Poch 5-year contract. Everybody else with him a 5-year contract, and I will say, you know what? You've got 5 years to make Manchester United to go and compete. And you know what? I will be patient. But then, do you know what? I will be patient.
I think I'm going to take it regardless because I know what he can do.
But I know 100%
it's not going to happen.
It's not going to happen.
I think it will.
As long as that guy is there, and I'm happy to be proven wrong. Come at me all day, every day. That guy, Red Devil, and in the comment section, you can. I'm not here to dance on your parade. I'm just telling you, I've studied this shit, and there's levels of studying. Listen, he was a guy who I've always chanted his name and loved.
As a manager,
but as a manager, listen, a manager. Ollie is not the right. He's done things to prepare for the next guy to come in, right? To almost clean house, to get rid of donkeys right, left, and centre. But No, Saeed, come on now.
I don't know.
Saeed, let's not get into it.
I think Lukaku wanted to leave. Herrera wanted to leave on his own will.
No, listen.
Sanchez
no,
wanted
the club, mate, the club.
I don't know. Smalling wanted to leave on his own will.
Listen, the club. Smalling, 80 million guys gonna come in, and Lindelof is the other guy who played a season.
I think he could have fought his place.
Lindelof's good, but that's him.
Yeah,
but I'm telling you, Ollie has done things that when he leaves, you will only appreciate. Because now you're so clouded. Some of you are so clouded.
What has he done to improve United? What has he done to improve United?
You're so clouded by your hatred.
It's not hatred. It's not hatred.
Him being the only blame.
It's not hatred. I want what's best for Man United.
Aaron use?
I want what's best for Man United.
Throwing him under the bus.
I want what's best for Man United.
Putting Ollie, take the blame.
What's Ollie done right? What's Ollie done right?
Listen.
What has Ollie done right to get his job?
He put Brandon Williams and the kids in me. That's the two.
Brandon Williams hasn't even started. Brandon Williams hasn't even started.
What is
Luke Shaw's back in now?
Contract.
Luke Shaw's back in.
Greenwood. Some of the managers will be like, you know what, see you later.
Van Gaal did that. Van Gaal did that, obviously.
Oh, that's one guy. Nobody else did that. Nobody else did that. One guy did that. Now, move on to your second point. My belief is, if there ain't no structure, with whoever it is, Pep Guardiola or Klopp, you ain't going nowhere. And I don't want to dance on your parade, guys. But come on, mate. Therapy's here, mate. I'm back. I'm recharged. I'm here.
What do you reckon of Fred's comments, man? It's a bit damning again, like, you know what I mean? He's talking about structure. Well, Fred was talking about we have no, togetherness, and in that kind of a line of, something's gone wrong and we're not united as a group, man. If Fred's talking about it, then bloody hell, mate.
Listen,
what chance have we got?
I said it in my video this week, and I said that that's a very, very good and bold move he's made, because I believe as a team, look, especially if you're winning things. I know at the moment we're not winning anything. We're not doing too well, but if as a winning team you're winning stuff every single season, let's say, take it back to when we was winning trophies back in the day. There was always someone in the dressing room, apart from Sir Alex Ferguson himself, because I've seen one interview of Evra, 2 years ago, saying that when they won the Champions League in 2008, they were celebrating everyone was happy. Obviously, Champions League, man. It's been what was it? It's been 9 years. Do you know what I mean? 9 years after '99 and stuff.
Yeah.
And everyone was happy and whatever. So they got on the team coach, and then Sir Alex Ferguson, apparently, I don't know, he said something along those lines, and I don't know how to say it correctly. So he said they got on the team coach, and Sir Alex Ferguson was like, if you think we're going to start celebrating, we're going to carry on celebrating for the next days, you're fucking wrong. Like, you better get your mind, you better get your mind straight, because we've got to do the same shit next season again.
Yeah.
And I remember Patrice Evra saying in that interview, when he said that, I was confused. I was like, boss, we just won the Champions League and you're telling us to be focused again. Literally the same evening.
And that's what you want, though, Fred.
So what I'm saying is, apart from the manager, you always have to have someone in the dressing room to question yourself. Question not just yourself, but question the players. Yes, okay, we just slapped this team 5-0. We just slapped this team 4-1, or we just won a crucial game. But let's get our minds straight. Get back in the game. What have we done wrong? We need to improve on this. We need to improve on that. And I think with Fred coming out and saying these things, I think there's too much of a kumbaya, let's be happy about everything mentality, and that is wrong, because we're not doing well. All these players are always coming out and saying, and Rand said it on the Flex and Rand show, he said, like, now, like, even when we used to lose games back in the day, like, I used to be fuming, players used to be fuming. Nowadays we lose a game and players are coming out posting stuff like, we go again. And, do you know what I mean? And remember when we talked about
corporate number one.
I don't say that.
Maguire.
He has to stop doing it.
Maguire.
And that's captain mentality.
D'Lo.
We talked about
Fred is having a go at him. D'Lo
is a captain.
We talked about. Remember when we talked about the Rashford thing? He needs to stop doing this superhero stuff, saying I'm gonna be at all the meetings. No, bro, just go away from football and have a rest. You know what I mean? And I think Fred, with him coming out and saying that, I don't think he's criticising his teammates.
He's not naming names.
He's not naming names, but I think he's
But we know who he's talking about.
No, but is he saying now that
he's motivating
his team? Don't accept mediocrity.
Yes.
That's the bottom line.
That's the bottom line.
You know what I mean? And it comes to you, Norridin, again, like, you know what I mean? We have to see what is the true reality of United. We can't just say, you know what, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is not a proven manager, give him time and all that. We have to see for what it is. And right now,
especially that, because not to cut you off.
No.
It's that, especially that mentality thing. the Carabao Cup. We were 3-1 down. We go there, we win 1-0, but we're still out of the cup. People are celebrating that.
Nah,
that you can't do that.
But Honest Comments is celebrating that.
Do you know what I mean?
Come on, man. We were the only team. It's not trolling, man. It's trolling. He's mocking us.
We beat City twice.
There's trolling and there's mocking. He's mocking United fans.
We beat City twice.
He's mocking us.
He's trying to listen. I told you what he's trying to do. He's trying to bring the pressure onto himself to take it away from the players. So nobody talks.
Well, do you want a career then? Do you want a manager career?
Well, some managers do that, but you have to win things to do that, though.
There you go. Because the Frank Lampard came out the other day when I can't remember what game it was. He came out and he was brutally honest. He was like, that was not good enough today.
Yeah,
it was not good enough. And then he said something along the lines of, was it against Wolves or something? Was it against Wolves when Tomori scored or something? And then he went, I don't understand how we're still allowing teams to be in the game until the last minute. For me, that was as real as it gets. And I would want Solskjaer to come out and just say something like that. Because then you're sending a message out to the team and saying, yo, obviously, guys, you guys are my players. I love you. But today, that was not good.
Nah.
Do you know what I mean? You can't always... I get that he wants to protect the players, but you can't always praise the players.
That's a fair criticism.
Even after... I mean, we lost to one of our biggest rivals, well, back in the day, but we lost to one of our biggest rivals in Arsenal, and you're saying that they played well. No, we didn't.
Yeah.
We didn't.
Scraping at the barrel, yeah.
Yeah.
I've many a time found Fergie just absolutely like shocked. We played well today. I'm like, come on, Fergie, we got ripped, man. You know what? But like I said, but Fergie was a winner.
He was a winner.
You have to have something in the bank. I understand. That's a fair as fair.
It's like you said the other day. I can't remember what podcast it was, but you said the other day. It was actually when we went to the Pi Radio. Shout out to the guy.
Shout out
we went to Pi Radio. You said something. Fergie was saying even when we lost the league, he would say to the last day that we can still win it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah. But he was allowed to do that because the season after that, even when we lost it, he'd win it.
Of course.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Where is the mentality of the football club now, though?
The mentality is Neil Ashton, mate. That's the mentality.
Well, Neil Ashton is doing all right now.
It's doing all right. What?
You know what I mean?
Making sure the Sky cameras. Make sure the Sky cameras catch him walking behind their Pochettino.
It was like, yo,
I call it the best link up since Messi and Suarez.
He probably called him up. He was like, "Yo, man's gonna walk in with Pochettino, so when I walk in, make sure
cameras. Take that photo, snap photo,
and then you
splash that, man. Splash that on the mirror or splash it up. Listen, one thing I would say about Fred, right? So we all said, man like me has been here for a long time, mate. From day one, I've been Fred FC, mate. I've said it. This guy, I've always said, because any player that comes from a foreign country, especially Latin American players, I always say, give them 10 games to see what they are.
Yeah.
Don't say, oh, you know what, you're not going to play, you're going to play this game, you can play crap, you're going to... Give them 10 consecutive games, injury permitting, you know what I mean, permitting, and then you judge who they are because they have to find that rhythm.
Yeah.
Fred's found a rhythm now. Fred is talking like a leader for me.
Definitely.
That was a leadership talk because he wasn't throwing people under the dust. No, listen. Well, to be fair, if Wood would see that, if Wood would see those quotes, because one thing about Fred can say, I was taken out of context because it was in a different language. David De Gea spoke very good fluent English and said, we're not good enough, this is shambles.
This is the worst.
It's not the players are not trying, we just don't have the quality. That's what he said.
Yep.
Word for word he said that. And you know what? Captain, man, boom, see you later, mate. All of that got taken of him. One thing about Fred can say, well, to translate Portuguese to English, to find the right word, you know what I mean? There's a bit of a leeway. You know what I mean? There's a bit of a leeway. One interpreter will say, this what that means. Another interpreter will say, this is what he meant, right? So you can deal with that. But to me, he spoke like a leader. And he spoke like a leader who's got somebody who has got right to speak. Yeah. Because he's actually, women games where we're getting whacked. If you watch him in the games, he's always one or two consistent guys. Yeah. 7 out of 10.
He's changed my opinion about him, man.
Yeah.
I remember the Newcastle game, I thought he's a side-to-side player. Not very good, but you know what, man? I'm Fred FC.
Changed many opinions.
To me, I seen him going to Anfield. We lost. And he was absolutely saying, see, and they're intense pressing people. And he was running at their back four with a ball, and I'm like, what the hell is going on here?
I've seen another interview of Fred. I've seen another interview of Fred where he was saying, you know, it took him, like you said, it took him time to adapt because he said, in the Ukrainian league, I was used to having time and on the ball and whatnot, and then I came to the Premier League and they played a pass to me, and before I could even look up, two players were closing me down. So those kind of things you have to adapt to it if you're coming from a different competition. So I agree with you.
Obviously, moving on, United this week. Obviously, lots of rumours and lots of transfer talk. As you all know. Neil Ashton.
Thank you, Neil
I love
Ashton.
Neil Ashton. At least I can see some, transfer rumours.
We're getting played like that fiddle, mate.
I love the sound of it, that's all I care.
Like we're doing the jig, mate. We're doing
Neil Ashton's got us on strings, bro. He's got us
That
on
violin's there, mate.
He's got us on
Listen, I'm
strings.
taking front row seats.
Like, you know what? You're making it even like into hip hop violin, mate. Giving it that
Well,
two beat, you know what I
bit of
mean?
hip hop, you know what I mean? We got Jadon Sancho who got me, obviously.
Oh my god.
Sky Sports have said, I don't know if Sky Sports are credible enough, you know what I mean?
Sometimes they are, sometimes
Sometimes they're not. Sorry,
true,
Sky
man.
Sports
It's true,
News.
man. It's true.
Sometimes they are, sometimes they're not. That's a brilliant quote, man. But Jadon Sancho available, 120 million.
Yeah.
Man United, man. Neil Ashton, what has he done to me? You know, Twitter's a devil, man.
I swear to God, you know what? You know what? I'm not bringing God into it. Leave God or anything. Anything spiritual out of it, any religious thing out of it. Man United fans, this guy, Neil Ashton, Woodward, all of the clickbait massive, because you have to understand, right? That's why I think when I look at that thing that I brought Stretford in the corner, you know what? Never ignored. You know what? Never ignored. I look at that and think, because of Fergie's success, because of all the success we've had, and how technology and especially like social media all throughout the years has been reaching, our fan base has always been global. The history of Man United has always been global. We've never just belonged to people in Manchester. We belong to the people in the country. Even our players. We would get the best young players in our youth, from the guys from Midlands to the North East to Belfast to Scotland. All these. This is how Man United has always been, this kind of thing. Manchester's a city like that anyway. Manchester, it's always looked outwards to the world, right? It's never been an insular place. But when I look at this, because of those reasons, right? We are the clickbait massive. So for 2 weeks, there ain't no football going on, especially in the Premier League. You could see editors. You could see Neil Ashton there, you know what I mean? On Twitter, on Skype, doing it all. Saying, you know what, just feed. He's got a fight. You know what? The reason why he got hired, because he was a guy, Sunday supplement. Every week he would bring on his favourite journalist, football journalist, to go and talk about the football for about 2 hours almost, a show on Sky. Right? So he's there, feeding the rats, right? Before he didn't even need to feed them. They would do it anyway. So they think, how can we drive traffic in terms of social media? How can we get more people to clickbait? Let's just think, Sancho was with Dave, the rapper, stand next to him. Let's bring that photo up. He likes Rashford, and him and Rashford for England that do a couple of volleys. And Lingard when he used to be in there, when he used to be in the England squad. That was a bit long time ago, wasn't it?
Well, you never know the link up by Rashford.
Anyway, all of these. Let's add 1 + 3 times it by 10. Sancho 120. Man United, done deal.
Learning for director football. Aaron, is it possible, man? Is it possible? Without Champions League football, maybe.
Without Champions League football, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen.
Straight no.
Yeah, straight no. Without Champions League football, the only one that could come through would be Grealish.
I think Grealish, though.
I have to laugh. You know what?
James Madison.
I say, you know what? What's even madness about Sancho? Sancho, I think one player. This week we got linked that serious talks are being taking place. Madison with Madison's people angry at the same time. We're buying Grealish, and we need a CDM guy. We can hold a guy, so buying Grealish and Madison at the same time.
I know.
You know, at the same time. Yeah. Like I said, how you drive traffic, keep Man United fans' emotions there. Play that little fiddle, mate. Play that trombone for them. Just play it. We're getting played. You know, all of that. Honestly. Every time I get links on, I'll turn the radio on. I see it on my feed.
Twitter.
I'll see it anywhere. I just burst out laughing, and people, I'm in the supermarket. People go, "Are you all right?" I'm like, yeah, Sancho 120 million. And then I think in my head, I think, think logically, think rationally. You can go to Real Madrid,
apparently
win things. Go to Barcelona, win things. Go to Liverpool, win things. Go Man City, go back to Man City, win things, work with these managers, have all these status. Man United Football Club, that's toxic FC, pathetic FC, Sancho, who, him and his family and his advisors, right, know that when he was at City, they were like, you're not going to play him. We're taking him to Dortmund.
True.
So these people who are already planned these things out, right? Who already knowing what his next step for his career is, knowing that to get him a big check for 80 million, whatever, signing on fee, the kid becomes a multi-millionaire. Yeah. You know what I mean? From that, lives life. Then he's ready to win trophies. He's gonna think, Manchester United, Toxic FC, Comedy Central FC, Neil Ashton FC, Woodward FC. Why the hell do I want to go there? FC. Why the hell would I want to advise there? The only other thing is that
the only reason he comes to United is what? For the money?
The only other reason why he would come to United, because United have got
good wage.
Listen, he'll get decent pay. Rashford and these guys, that work sometimes.
Yeah.
Rashford, these are the guys that might work. Maybe if Grealish comes, all these kind of guys, you know what, a similar age, Wan-Bissaka, you know, all that kind of group of things that can maybe future win things. And if you say Pochettino's coming and there's a proper plan with proper structure,
so now you're being positive.
No, because that's the only way I see it.
Neil Ashton, you know what I mean? Positivity.
Listen. That's the I'm talking about hypothetically. How would I ever see? How would I see that coming? And would it be like a Champions football if one year or the other year would it be Champions football, European football? That's the only reason why I think Sancho might entertain us. Other than that, yous are all getting trolled, mate. Right, left, and centre.
You know what, Speaking of Rashford, I read something on Twitter as well, because you've seen a picture of Jay-Z and apparently
Rock Nation.
He could be signing to Rock Nation.
Wow. But
look, you know what? On that, innit?
Yeah, we've forgotten, that we've got Chelsea this weekend.
Yes.
And we're not even above Sheffield United. So what are we talking about Sancho, mate? We have to get on top of Sheffield United. Hold tight, you know what I mean? Sheffield and
shout out Flex on a fan cam when I was going on one. Asked me, we're 5th. I'm like, listen, there is no bunny points. We don't play. Guess what happens? Mate, where are we now? 8th, mate. Where I predicted we'll finish.
You know what? But you never know. We've still got time. And Aaron, Chelsea, big game. Absolutely massive game. Definitely. You're talking about 6 point though. You know what I mean? That should be in the you know,
bro, we're
bottom of the we're both
8th with 35 points. Wolves are behind us with 35 as well. Arsenal 10, 31. Burnley, Newcastle, Southampton, all behind us with 31 points. Crystal Palace, 30 points. So we're everyone from 9th to 14th can go above us in 2-3 match days.
I said it.
You know what, mate?
I said it.
What I said to you is, I said United.
About Bruno FC, yeah?
I feel like this is an embarrassment for United, mate. Chelsea been absolutely mocking the top 4 race, mocking it. You get me?
Yeah.
And now, if they win that game, how much do they open up a gap?
9 points.
9 points, yeah.
It's a 9 points?
Yeah.
Jeez, top 4 done. So for me, if Chelsea win that game, Aaron...
Wait, let me check again.
I think it's 6 points, I think. It's 5 now, it's 5.
It's 5. 6 points separating us.
Yeah, it's 9 points.
9 points.
Yeah,
good night, sweet.
You know what? I'll sing that all day long.
Good night.
Good night.
Top 4's done. Finished.
Top 4 gone.
Yeah.
For you.
If we lose that, it's finished. Done.
Because we've got City coming up. I see the fixture list. We've got Everton. Tottenham. Listen, mate.
Away.
You know what, boys? The boys, I gotta say, the idea.
I can't handle this, man. This is all down to you. This is all down to you, man.
Normally,
Oliver Solskjaer has done this right now.
Realistically speaking,
you know what I'm gonna say? The idea that you two guys think that we've got a chance of top 4, it just
we could have had a chance.
At the start of the season, I said, we're gonna finish either between 6th or 8th. Between 6th or 8th. That's what I said at the start of the season.
Man. It's a joke, this.
That's what I said.
Forget the handshake, man. Forget the handshake, man. It's a joke, man.
Do you know what?
Why are you handshaking over finishing 8th? Are you taking a piss?
Listen, I'm telling you.
Listen, this is all down to you. I want Ole Gunnar Solskjaer sacked after West Ham. West Ham 2-0.
This is all down to me.
Hear that? It's all down to you.
This is all down to me.
You have accepted Ole Gunnar Solskjaer.
Can I just check who texts you next? Neil Ashton.
No.
Who's been texting you?
Listen,
Neil
man.
Ashton.
We're good friends, man.
Neil Ashton.
He's on the favourites list.
Listen, you know what? Neil Ashton told one of his cronies, I think it was his son or whatever, to write an article about how it was the manager's fault and Woodward is only there for the best thing for the club and all of this. And that Woodward is to come out, was it the 30th of January or December? When he came out to the fans. We have to talk about that.
Yeah, I know.
How he said, yeah, we're going to spend money. We're spending money in the summer. Proper rebuild starts. Again, I get that violin out. I start putting on an absolute performance for you. You're getting played right, left and centre and you don't even know it.
Come back to what we win 4-0. I was in Morocco, sunny beach.
I was there on your seat, mate.
Listen, man. I was there. I made the old guy with a cigar on. I made him get out of his seat. Shouting. They were like, who's this hooligan here?
You don't give him a heart attack.
I gave him a heart attack. 4-0 FC. I was like, yo, we could be here for a season. And Aaron, boy.
So to win the league after that, when he came back, you told me we're winning the league.
You know what?
We did that podcast outside my workplace. And he said to me, forget top four, we're winning the league.
I forgot about that, man. You know what? Forget that happened. Listen, Aaron, if we have to win this game, and if we were to lose this game,
with what? We win with what? What kind of squad? With who? What kind of players?
Is there a chance?
Have you seen their bench? Compare their bench to our bench.
They bought Ziyech now.
Yeah.
What a player that is.
Thank God they didn't get him in January because he would have destroyed us.
Listen,
I'll
man. Tell you now. Look at their bench. Look at our bench. And what players magically? So all of a sudden now, we're thinking, oh, we're seeing these players train. Yeah. The videos.
By the time they come
videos are coming out.
Listen,
like a rapper in a strip club. Man United are getting the videos out like that, making it rain. Making it rain.
And do you know what it is?
Like a rapper in a strip
club. They're making it rain. What's all like that? What video? Oh, next video. Do you know what? We're just finishing one. 3 others come out.
They've gone on training camp, yeah, and you'd think, okay, they've gone on training camp.
They're
training well. They're
training
drills. And they're coming back. They're gonna be fresh, bro. They've just been running, and a couple of finishing drills here and there. You know, playing balls into bins again, playing football, tennis, and whatnot.
Dallo doing Ronaldo celebrations.
Ronaldo celebrations, like
that's embarrassing.
They think like they all act like everything's cool, like we're good. You know what I mean? Like everything's, bro.
Mike Phelan saying, what did he say? When did I say that he tweeted? Time to get the hard yards in. I'm like, listen, this guy, yeah. I'm telling you right now, he should have stayed at Burnley College, mate, where he came from, yeah. Should have stayed at Burnley College, mate. What have we? We got Kieran McKenna, yeah. Mike Phelan. Kieran McKenna, by the way, is getting absolutely slated now. Apparently, there's reports saying,
the players, the training sessions are too basic.
Yeah, too basic. So
understandable. Maybe he still thinks he's coaching on the 18. He could be. He still thinks he's coaching under 18s, bro.
I don't know, man. I just look at it, Aaron, man, and I think that game, Bruno Fernandes, like Norris says, I don't think he's going to do that magic wand, you know, because Chelsea can play a 4-3-3 rigid, get Kovacic on Bruno Fernandes, mark him out the game, job done, mate. Job done. Kante, whatever, 2 people around Bruno Fernandes, the rest do your job.
Yeah, hey? Scott McTominay. You see the saucy balls he's been passing? Listen, my friend's sending me these videos. Look at Scott McTominay. I'm like, if you're a professional footballer, you can't pass the ball 50 yards.
Exactly,
like
bro.
Feet.
That's where you go.
With no pressure. Yeah. I think there'll be a clip. I'm like, I'm slow motion with music,
and
some drill music or something. Some trap music.
When he received the ball, he did that little flick before he passed it to that long ball to Twanzebe, and I'm like, someone sent it to me, and he was like, are you guys really celebrating that? And I'm like, bro, I know 10-year-olds that do that on the football pitch, on a neighbourhood football pitch in Belgium, bro.
Yo, I've not done it for years. I can do it with the left foot.
You know what I mean? You've probably got a 6-year-old in Brazil that can do that twice.
No, but by the time all the players come back, you know what? Season could be done, you know.
Of course it's done. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Of course it's done.
We could be playing for pride.
Rashford's nowhere near. McTominay now apparently trained kicking a ball. Pogba's nowhere near.
I think they're rushing McTominay.
Because
they're talking of playing him against Chelsea, bro. He's had no minutes. He's not even played with the reserves to get himself fit, match rhythm, nothing.
Well,
you want to play him against Chelsea?
He comes back, it breaks down, innit?
It breaks down, and he's one of the kind of players that physical. They go in there, tackles, hard.
Definitely rushing him back.
I look at Chelsea. I look at the midfielders, like you said. They play this 3-4-3. Everybody knows what they're doing.
Yeah.
The only thing is that they concede.
They're not clinical though.
Yeah, they're not clinical, and they concede goals. One thing about them that they can concede goals because it's a time when you pressure them. They're more susceptible to concede goals. They've got lackadaisical in terms of team because they've not played together. Because when you get young players and then like experienced players all together, it takes time. It'll take them a season. But the Say play some scintillating football, open you up all day, every day. Yep. They'll take Mount off and bring on the American kid. They'll Ashton and everything. So we haven't got no outlet. James will come back and he'll come back on the right wing when he needs a rest. We'll try. All cameras will be on Bruno because it's the big game. Otherwise, he bought 4 or whatever. And then
it's very
Fred and Fred now's come out on top.
Matic is back. So what does the dynamic do there? What's the dynamic there? Can Oliver Solskjaer manage this though? Having Bruno Fernandes, where's he going to play him?
To me, you know what you would play? I wouldn't rush McTominay back in. I wouldn't. I'll play Fred and Matic, and then I will play Bruno in front of them. And then I personally wouldn't. This is me personally, right? I would play on the right hand side. I would play Greenwood or Chong, somebody who's got an outlet. I would say to
But Nordin, you know who he's going to play on that right hand side, mate. There you go. There you go.
Martial down the middle, and then I would play Greenwood on the left.
No Igalo for you guys?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I don't know how much football he's going to touch him.
Depends.
Well, if he plays, then that's easy. Even if he plays, you can put like you can have one outlet. You can have Martial as one outlet on the left hand side. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But to me, I just don't want to see Dan James. His legs are full of lactic acid. I can see him struggling again and again.
What's the right approach for this game?
What's his right approach?
What's the right approach for Oliver Solskjaer?
Play 4-3-3 for me.
4-3-3 and 4-3-3.
Come back. I think the midfield key battle for this game.
We have to try to win the ball, and when we've got the ball, we've got to use it and have to have a threat going forward. Yeah. Even Greenwood, give Greenwood there because he ain't all shattered. He's not played that many games. Play him out wide, so at least we've got a gunslinger up there. Do you know what I mean? You get the ball in and around Igalo if Igalo plays because Igalo might make his debut. I don't know, but he might.
I think it's going to be too soon.
And then play. To me, sometimes you have to throw you in the deep and see what you can do.
What you going for formation wise?
4-3-3, man. De Gea and goal. Wan-Bissaka.
Would you buy? I think Bailly. I don't know what's happening. He's been fit for a while. I think Lindelof's a chosen man.
I don't know, man. I think Bailly's probably going to play in the Europa League, maybe.
Yeah.
So Wan-Bissaka is probably going to be Lindelof and Maguire.
Shaw going to be a left back?
Nah, Brandon Williams, mate.
What if Shaw becomes a left back? I have a feeling Shaw will be a left back.
I'm not having
Williams. I want Williams.
I think it's favouring Shaw now. Shaw against Wolves again. That was a game where you thought Brandon Williams would play. Shaw started.
I want Williams, bro. I'm not going to lie to you. So
we need to on that far side. We need somebody who can carry the ball because it's tight, small pitch, not a big pitch. We need a guy who can go up and down on that pitch, mate, and carry a threat going forward.
Exactly.
Because we can't defend because they're opening us up anyway, regardless of what. We can't just think we're going to hope and defend the whole game.
It's going to be a good game.
So midfield three. It's going to have to be Matic, Fred, and Bruno. With Bruno being up front. I mean number 10. Do not. I swear to God, if he drops him in CDM again, oh my God, I'm gonna lose.
Well, no, he can't. I'll be shocked.
I'll be shocked though.
He can't do that.
Matic is back, and
then if all he does that, then he's gonna be asking to collect his 45 in it.
The only good thing about Matic is with Matic back now. There is a certain type of security now. You know what I mean? Because he's literally stays in front of the.
This is the best. This is the best I've seen him play for United the past months.
Exactly, and you have to hold up your hands. Honestly,
and that's the honest. That's me being honest.
And I don't like
he's still
Matic.
static Matic.
Yeah,
but that's the best he's played in a very long time in Man United shirt.
So what is that though? Is that just a simple Matic?
United's expectations are very low. Expectations are like
out the wall.
And up front,
unless when it comes to Neil Ashton.
And up front, I'm gonna go for. Do you know what? I'm gonna give Igalo his debut. I'm going to go Martial on the left and then Greenwood on the right.
Yes.
And then in the second half, if Greenwood is struggling or you take him off 60th minute and then you put in Dan James, and with his pace, he's going to cause problems. 60th minute, but do not start him because if you start him,
you run out of ideas. He's
going to run out of ideas after half an hour.
Yeah.
Especially if it depends whether Emerson Palmieri is going to play or Marcus Alonso. Those are big, strong guys. Yeah. Like, you're not just going to. Daniel James has got one trick. If it doesn't work once,
especially when he's shattered, even when he's shattered.
Exactly. So don't start him.
You can't judge Daniel James. I can't judge him on these past couple of weeks or months because I know he's shattered. He's bent out.
Yeah.
I can't judge him.
What are you going for score?
Scoreline.
I think we have to win this.
Nowadays, it's all been about like hoping to nick it, you know. So
I'm gonna go for 2-1, B. I think we have to win this.
2-1 as well because I believe Chelsea will score. They will score.
Wow.
So
2-1. I'm quite impressed.
I think we have to win this, loaded man. This is a must-win game.
Having or whatever, not having players, mate. Not having the players.
To win this.
Do you know what? I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go. It's gonna be a draw. I think it's gonna be a draw.
Right. Sorry, I didn't mean to bring you down.
No, it's gonna be a 1-1 draw.
Oh, they're gonna win because they're at home. They're gonna home because what we'll see. People are coming out going, "Oh, we don't concede." Like Chelsea will open us up, mate.
Watford on a Sunday, then we got City following after that.
Oh,
not City, sorry. Tottenham, Everton,
Bruges. We got
Bruges in between.
Bruges in between City and Everton.
This Thursday. This Thursday. No, next Thursday.
This Thursday, bro.
This Thursday, because I'm flying out this Thursday.
Yeah.
Oh, give it away already, but yeah, Thursday, and then we got City coming up. There's a lot of fixtures coming up, man.
Like I said. Russian players back now. Rashford will want to get itchy.
We could be playing for pride, you know, to the end of the season. How bad is that by United playing for pride?
Yeah. Like I said, I just don't want to be in the Europa League. I want to finish 8th. and then
You would accept that, but I don't think Ole will accept that. You going for 1-1?
I think he will. If we finish 8th, he's going to say it's been a fantastic season.
And that is where Ole again.
He'll do that
I
for
swear
Aaron.
he will say that.
He'll say it for
He's
Aaron.
going to say.
Well, the players that we've had, and the
tried.
injuries we've had, that's what we deserve to finish.
And we tried
The
our
league
best
table
to-
don't lie.
Behind
The
Sheffield
league
United.
table don't
behind
lie.
Wolves.
The league table don't lie, man. That's
I
what-
can't accept that, me. But
I don't, but people will.
League
yeah.
table don't lie. Anyway, Comedy FC coming to you, a place near you soon.
Socials.
That guy Red Devil, I'm rejuvenated.
You're back
I've
again.
got it out of my system on that
Jeez.
Fancam United stand.
Where's the olive juice?
Listen, no juice needed, mate. Because you know what? You know why? No juice needed.
Neil Ashton. I might bring my Neil Ashton juice.
Because you know why? Nobody ruined my weekend this weekend. Man was out. Give it.
Aaron, socials.
Yes, man. Mr. Aaron UTD everywhere, all the social media platforms, and add me, Mr. Aaron UTD on PlayStation 4 as well. Because
Yeah, man.
the live stream-
Aaron out.
Aaron out. Check out his podcast.
You know what I mean? I want to see the
Oh
fan
my
base
God.
of split. Aaron's fan base
Yo,
of split.
I'm telling you, man, this-
Aaron in, Aaron out. I mean, Aaron's at the wheel.
Oh my God! Wait, I've lost against Palace. So
All the teams, Man United. You mirroring Man United for?
What's my next game? So I lost against Palace.
You got Chelsea, haven't you? Is it not based on the
My next game's against Southampton away.
Southampton away?
Draw.
Daniel James to get the score on the first goal.
Oh
But,
my days.
guys, check out his podcast, European Podcast. We'll film it after this. Go check him out. We're road to 5K, guys. Make sure you subscribe to his channel. But guys, this podcast was sponsored by the One Football app. Brought to you by the One Football app. Make sure you download the app. The link will be in the description below. Go check it out. Big content on there, stats and everything. But yeah, man. I don't know, man.
Would Pochettino gonna come to Man United? Let's see where the odds are on the One Football app.
Well, we'll see.
Football
Neil
app.
Ashton, do your job.
Neil Ashton, do your job.
Neil Ashton.
Guys.
Good night, Vienna.
Neil Ashton in. Guys, like,
Oh!
listen, as long as you bring Pochettino in, mate, we're good friends, yo.
mate.
Guys,
He's going home to that Pochettino duvet now. Eh?
listen,
Don't worry.
I got it ready, man. You get me? Argentina. Guys, like the video, subscribe to United Central, and yeah, man, go check it out, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.
Peace.